Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Dark with DLD After Dark. And you'll see that this evening, I'm not in my gun room, number one. Number two, I'm rocking a brand new shirt, a special kind of shirt, a serialist shirt. So if you don't take life seriously, then you're probably not wearing one of these shirts. Just wanted to shout out to the boys over at Serialist. Yes, to support them. If you guys aren't watching the Serialist show with the WTS Media, WTS Presents, um, go support them. Right, go pick up one of these shirts. And on the back, it's got a whole big, got a big old cereal. Whoa, snap! Got a big old Serialist cereal box. It's just a blast, guys. Okay, come on. So let's go through and just real quick say what's up to all the channel members. It looks like my chat is lagging. Not sure what's going on, but let's see what we got here. So PC, we got a channel member. Oh, and actually, let me stop for a second, bro. I think it was Toy Town Inc. that was first this evening. So congratulations, Toy Town Inc. for being first, for being the first one in. He was also the first to drop a comment on another stream to be like, bro, you all right? You missed the stream, dog? I know, I'm late. I fell asleep with the little one. I got the little one over here. That's why my voice is a little bit lower. But I think we should be solid on noise cancellation. I got a couple barriers there. So Toy Town Inc., congratulations on being first. You, sir, deserve one high five. Thank you. We got PC, who is a channel member. We got Night Custom Beals, who's a channel member. We got Zeef, Zeef, channel member. We got Key ASC, channel member. Kurt24, which Kurt24 today actually cash apped me $20 like hours before the stream and said, just for no reason. I'm like, bro, Kurt24, you know the that little emoji that shows like the grateful hands? This is my grateful hands for you. My dude, thank you. Love you, brother. Kurt24, thank you. Night Custom Builds. Who else we got? Key ASC, Night Custom Builds, Safe Line Live, another channel member. And who else we got? My chat isn't. Hold on one second. Let me refresh for a sec. Okay, there we go, baby. There we go, baby. See, before it wasn't showing me how many people were in here. It wasn't showing me chat, like none of that. So here we go. We got One Love Design, another channel member. We got Goombeam in the house. And of course, y'all know that I stay rocking that Goombeam. That thing is potent. We got Ron Wayne, channel member. And guys, we actually are going to have a really important discussion tonight because there was another Senate letter. And guess who I believe the kind of companies that they were implicating in this, I was going to say this channel member, this Senate letter. Maybe jig companies. I know, it's crazy. A shout out to Goombeam. If you want great flashlights for a great cost, go holler at your boy Goombeam. And I actually have a link that I'll drop in there too if you want to support the channel and pick up some dope flashlights. DB Koopa, another channel member. One Love. We got Flying Rich, what up? Okay, David Philpott, another channel member. Howdy from Oklahoma. Well, thank you for joining us. Okay, and I think that's it. If you're a channel member and I missed you, please go ahead and sound off. Oh, snap! Apache Wolf, holy moly. Great to see you, man. It's been a minute. I missed you. Mike McClune, another channel member. We got, excuse me, we have Flying Rich with the $2 super chat, brother. Thank you. Dark, how big is your deck? Asking for a friend. So currently, I do have the largest deck in my neighborhood. My deck is bigger than all of my neighbors' decks. A lot of my neighbors kind of look at me like, man, I wish my deck was as big as his deck. I don't know if they like exchange deck picks or something, but I do have the largest deck in the neighborhood, and I think it makes them a little insecure, like around their wives and stuff. But change your smoke detector battery. I know, man. It's. I actually thought it was that one that was right there, but it's not. There's another one. Yeah, I gotta track it down. I have this really odd condition called being lazy and apathy. So, um, okay, who else we got here? Goonbeam, Fine Rich, Night Custom Meals, Ron Wayne. What's up, brother? Great to see you. And Deck Envy. Yes. See, you know. The wife says my deck is quite impressive. Yeah, yeah. Once they see it, once they get their hands on the hardwood, it's incredible. Um, who let the cricket in the house? I know, I know. I'm about to go open that thing up, but I don't. So it's not the one that's like right near me. That would be way louder. Um, it's another one. Dang, Apache Wolf with a new channel member. Dang, brother, thank you, man. Apache Wolf, brother, I appreciate you, man, for real. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Glowies. Shooting Guy New England, what's up, brother? Another channel member. Now, of course, we do have our oh, my bad. We do have our honorable mentions. So, of course, we got Misty Miss Wayne, which she's almost a channel member, right? Because Ron Wayne is a channel member. She's Mrs. Wayne. So, maybe channel member and a half right there. We got Toy Town Inc. What's up, brother? Good to see you. We got Apache Wolf, who is now a channel member. I'm just saying. We got Your Name. Welcome. Agorizer. Ron Bear. Andy Lipscomb. What up? What up? All right, we're about to get it cracking. Man against the masses. What's up, brother? Thank you for joining us. And I think I saw some, there we go. Constitutional Carpenter. What's up, brother? All right, we're about to get it in. So I got some. Hey, Night Strike. What's up, brother? Pewtang. What's up, brother? Good to see you. I've literally ripped smoke detectors off and shot them because they wouldn't stop going off, bro. I had one at my last house that literally would go off the second batteries were put into it. It was a nightmare, bro. But now that you guys have pointed it out to me, this thing is really starting to bother me. But it's okay. We'll work through it. Can we work through it together, y'all? Is that something we can do? Thank you. Um, Okay, we got Ron Wayne, Night Cousin Pilgrim, Miss Wayne. Putane Claim, what's up, brother? Another channel member. Great to see you. Got Jackson. Bob, Senor Boob. What's up, brother? All right, so you guys will have to bear with me because I'll have to keep my volume down a little bit, okay? Because, like I said, I got the little one up there sleeping. And, usually I'm super loud and energetic and like, but I'm gonna take it a little bit easy tonight. Barton Fink, what's up, brother? But it's important that we have this conversation, okay? Because y'all know what I believe in. Actually, here you go right here. Cerealists, right? It's funny. If you look really closely at the Cerealist logo, and on the back it'll see it, or you'll see it. So on the back, it says serial number LOL no, which is just hilarious. So yes, I bought this shirt to support the Serialist WTS show, um, the new roast. Sorry, I'm just for the people that that know. Hey, Carolina EDC reviews. What's up, brother? But I think you guys know what I believe. I believe that every single human being has the right to to manufacture and build modern firearms in their homes, in the privacy of their own home, with zero government overreach. I'll say that again. I believe that every single human being, right, not just people in the United States that are supposed to be protected by the Constitution, I believe every single human being has the right to build and manufacture modern firearms in the privacy of their own home with zero governmental overreach. Now, the reason that that's important is because this is going to tie some things together. Okay. Um, so you guys know, and this actually goes back to last August. You guys know that the ATF came out with the rule change, the redefinition of a frame and a receiver. And they also came out with an additional 8-page document, which is their clarification. I think really they just wanted to be able to add the word conspiracy into the 364 pages that they didn't include that in, because all of us in the community were talking about conspiracy, right? And they were like, oh, great point, guys. Let me take what you guys in the community are talking about and implement that, right? Which is funny because the original 364 pages that they wrote for the rule change or the redefinition of a frame and a receiver said that it could never be changed. And it even specifically says, even if there is a new Supreme Court decision, that the document can never be changed or amended, ever. But of course, as soon as they wanted to include something for conspiracy, they added something that changed it. But they said, well, no, this is just clarification. This is just clarification, guys. So thank you for that clarification. So I started a company, a website, which is DLD Hardware. Now, I originally started this just to be able to provide an option for jigs for my viewers. Now, the website, DLD Hardware, sells jigs and tools, right? Tools that people may need to build, and of course, jigs that people would need to build, like polymer 80s and things like that. Now, I knew last August when all of this was going crazy. What's up, Joe Morris? What's up, brother? Yeah, just theater. Hopefully, a lot of letters get written. It was only 12 that signed that, I think. This one was 14. Very, very close, though. Here's here's the thing, though, because there's a little bit more history with it. So if you go back to my channel last August, not this past August of 22, last August of 2021, when all of this was up and coming with the braces and the frames and receivers, I was like, yo, I am going to do, like, this is where I draw my line, and I'm going to do anything and everything I can to keep 80%ers alive, because I believe that that is vitally important. It's only one of the, it's a very small piece of a really, really big pie of preparation and self-preservation, but I believe that is a very, very important piece. And so long as we, as the general populace, have the ability to build modern firearms privately in our own home with zero governmental overreach, then we're solid. Of course, that's not the case now because there are a lot of states where they can't. So, excuse me. So, I knew that I was going to do something that that was going to help keep 80s alive. I did not know exactly what it was going to be, and fast forward a year later, when the rule change hit, it was very clear in the rule change, out of all 364 pages, that the frame or receiver and the jig, tooling, and instructions together was the problem. So therefore, obviously the ATF didn't think this far ahead. If you separate those things, because they're thinking, oh, polymer 80 kits come with the frame, the jig, the tooling, whatever. And technically, you could say that the jig has instructions on it. I think it literally says, cut here, drill here, M3, M4, remove these tabs, cut this channel, like that kind of thing. So they would probably determine that to be Tech Money, what up? John Rice, what up? Too Many Choices, what up? All you guys just came in here. Thank you for joining. So they would probably say that those are instructions, right? So it was pretty clear at that point that if you separate the frame and receiver and you separate the jig and sell those items separately. I'm completely unaffiliated with any companies selling frames, right? I am doing what I mean by that is I am selling jigs on my own 100%, and you know that's it. I don't want anyone to get any confusion because I have friends and I have relationships with people that have companies that sell, frame blanks and kits and stuff like that. But business wise, there's 100% separation. Um, Geez, I cannot get this out of my throat. But I'm gonna lose all. I'll be starting. Oh, damn, dude, David Philpott. I'm so sorry, man. Damn, bro. Dude, prayers to you, brother. Man, I wish you the best, dude. We got a great community here, man, and I'm sure everyone here will show some love, some prayers, a moment of silence, whatever, you know, whatever each person is able to give. Jeez, my apologies. For real though, I wish you the best, bro. You're not the only one. There's a lot of people going through that right now, and yeah, that shit sucks, dude. So going back to it, it was pretty clear when it was just a jig and frame together. And going back to, building years ago, there was nothing that came with a frame and a jig, right? Everything you got, if you got an 80% AK kit or an 80%, AR lower or, unfinished frame, that was it. You had to go on your own and get a jig, right? So, like, all this did was bring us back to where we were prior to Polymer 80. And luckily, I'm a direct dealer, a jig dealer with Polymer 80. So they're still manufacturing jigs, but somebody needs to tell them to get on their Glock 21 jigs, bro. Like, what is the deal? I sold through the first 50 that I got like that, and I need some more. What's up, JC9? So P80, get on it, bro. Come on. So basically, I was like, that's my thing. That is my ability to be the biggest pain in the ass for the ATF and to comply with their new redefinition and rule change, and for me to help people continue to build polymer 80s, right? Because it's not illegal to build polymer 80s. There are some states where, things are different, but in most cases and in most states, it's not illegal. They didn't make it illegal. They didn't outlaw it. So some of the larger channels out there that are going around saying that it was banned and outlawed, please stop it. For an example, a channel out there that rhymes with Mr. Buns and Beer. Stop saying that. It's not banned. It's not banned. Even if you're not intentionally saying it, millions of people are watching your stuff and they hear that it's banned. And you know what they do? They stop building. We don't want people to stop building. We want as many human beings as possible building modern firearms in the privacy of their own home with zero governmental overreach. You're not helping. Stop. And for Tactical Toolbox, or a channel that rhymes with Schmactical Pool Mox, to come out and say, oh, 80s are banned as of 8/24, and for any completed 80s, you have to serialize them by 9/24? Like, what? Where did that come from? That may be a state law somewhere, but that's not what any of the 364 pages said. That's not what any of the 8 following pages said for the clarification. Like, are you reading it, or are you just listening to people say stuff that are probably in different states that maybe have different legislation that they have to follow, or state legislation? I don't know, but like, bro, come on. Hold on, Zach Carr just got married today. Dang, Zach. Yo, congratulations, bro. You need to make a Toxic Patch Co. patch that has like a little like cartoon face with a beard, like almost like a stick figure face or stick figure with a beard and a stick figure with like hair and like holding like a little thing of flowers and then like be like a marriage patch and then we'll all buy them to support you guys in your new venture. But congrats, bro. That's awesome. Good for you. Clint Eastwood, what's up, brother? If there was one thing I could go back and change. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Congrats, Zach. Um, that's dope. I think this means congrats in CCP. Um, Jeez. Okay. All right. So let's get to it. So the rule change happened. I launched the website and I started selling jigs. I've sold almost 400 jigs. The funny thing is that I created this website for my viewers, right? Because a lot of my viewers are builders, printers, and I wanted to create a place that they could go to get stuff to keep building. So when I launched it, I didn't make it like a super fancy website where people are like, I'm in my mind, I was like, oh, I'm going to be selling, jigs, making barely anything, while most people are selling them for $60 to $100. It's crazy. I'm selling them for 25 bucks. And once you factor in the cost of the jig and then the 850 something to ship it, it's not that much. I'm not making that much, like $7 a jig, um, if that actually, with freight and stuff. But that's not why it's important. I'm just saying I did it to focus on helping the builders and our community, the family. Um, so I'm getting jiggy with it. Oh, that's dope. It says Novsky Industries right there. That's dope. And it's like blocked out. That's what's up. Um, but the reason that I wanted to do it was to help our people, right? And the funny thing is when I launch it, it actually goes way outside of my viewers, and it's, I'd say, more into the general public than it is the viewers. I can tell because people are being dirtbags and doing chargebacks and getting, like, placing the order, getting the stuff, and then doing a chargeback and saying it's fraudulent. Like, bro, for real? And a bunch of people saying that they got stuff delivered to the wrong address. I'm like, the address that you put in, like, there's a whole bunch of scams that people are doing, man. It's really like upsetting to see all that stuff happening. It sucks. Anyway, um, but I wanted to help people in the community, so that's what I did. Now, I knew at some point that the ATF would take notice to what was going on. I thought that it would be a little while. Um, wait, I can order stuff from Dark and charge back. That's what some people do. Um, yeah, it's all good. Um, I don't know why you would give your name, number, address, and information to somebody and then royally fuck them over and then just go about your day. Like, for real, like, what if there was somebody dangerous out there? Like somebody that's built 100 firearms that has very little to lose. Okay, all right. Anyway, so continuing on, I knew that it wouldn't be a very long time before. Yes, Rusty Shackelford, what's up, brother? It is. T for Tejas, what up? Moose 47, what up? Live Life, what up? Um, Kurt 24, I called you out earlier for cash apping me $20, brother. Thank you. I love you, dog. So, like I said, I knew that it was going to be at some point that the ATF would take notice to what companies like mine are doing. I'm not the only one. There's a few out there. And it seems like some are kind of trying to like test the waters. Like they've started a company that says, get your P80 jigs here, but it's not live and they're not like actually selling them. So I don't know if a lot of these companies like are clearly affiliated with companies that are selling frames, and it's like a little too close for comfort. But I think they're probably launching these sites to see if they catch flack from the ATF, because a consumer can never receive, now that the new rule changes hit, a consumer can never receive a frame blank and a jig tooling and instructions from the same place ever, or they are illegally selling firearms without an FFL and without serialization and licensing. So I'll never, I'll never ever be selling frames to anyone ever, period. And I'll only be in the jig and tool business. That's it. Again, the reason people aren't getting in the jig business is because it's not a sexy, profitable business. Like, this is something that people just do to support the community. That's it. But again, I knew that at some point the ATF would be like, okay, yes, these are just jigs, these are just tools. However, these are tools that are only for one thing. So I thought, what's up, CNT? I thought that it would just be a matter of time before the ATF comes to holler at your boy, you know what I'm saying? So just the other day, I think 2 days ago, Carolina's Arms and Gear, what's up? Is that Carolina EDC? Or who's that? Um, the AFT hacked your smoke alarm. They're using it for echolocation. Probably, bro. No, they know where I'm at. New backup channel. Okay, that's what's up. So I knew it would just be a matter of time, right? Now, just the other day, the ATF got a really nasty letter from 14 senators, and they said, yo, we're pissed at you because this new rule change, of which you claimed it would make it illegal, and this is in a couple of interviews, this is what was said, that it would make it illegal for people to build ghost guns with no serial numbers. Clearly, that's not the case. It would just change the landscape from how we order precursor parts and tools. That's it. So all one would have to do is get the bare frame separately and the jig separately. That's it, right? And that's why I created the website, dldhardware.com, so I can continue helping people build in the community. So 14 senators signed off on this letter that says, bro, you told us, ATF, that this would stop the ghost gun companies. And now we see there are companies all over the place that are still selling the precursor frame blanks. And these other companies have surfaced that are selling tools known as jigs. And right now, there are only two that I know of that are like really selling jigs for real. And that's Call Valley Precision, or Call Valley, and myself. I'm sure there may be other companies out there selling jigs. I just don't see them mentioned as much in the ether. So these 14 senators signed off on this letter, and they're basically like shafting the ATF, saying, you guys said that this would stop ghost guns, and it hasn't. And it doesn't seem like it will, because now all they have to do is separate the precursor part and the jig and sell them separately. And these other companies have surfaced. So what you guys did wasn't effective. Pause. That's what we said from the fucking beginning, that this wasn't going to be effective, that there's no way you can stop them from being built, that there's way too many out there already, and not only the actual factory like jigs that are available, but there's dozens that are 3D printed now. The files out there, you can't stop it. And especially when they're assholes like me, I'm going to sell jigs forever, because guess what? You guys said that you can never change and or amend the 364-page document that y'all put out. So you're never going to change the document. I'm never going to stop selling jigs. I'll sell them forever, provided that they exist. And guess what? If they don't exist, I'll manufacture them myself and sell them for nothing, for no profit. That's how much I'm committed to keeping building alive. Because I believe that every single human being in the world, not just the United States, that every single human being in the world has the right to build modern firearms in the privacy of their own home with zero encroachment from the government, or zero governmental overstepping, whatever the fuck. You guys get what I'm saying. But you guys see where I'm coming from here? Now, that is the same thing that happened when I used to compete. Oh, hold on. The same thing happened when I used to compete back in the first mag band. We would order from one co-mag tubes for our STI and others in base Springfield. Yeah. There's I remember I just started getting into guns when the 94 ban sunset. And I remember all that. I remember seeing, the magazine repair kits. Big Fish, what's up, brother? What up, Fish? Want to form one a can, but now it's ridiculous. Yeah, dude, honestly, Fish, don't do it, man. There's too much info, and there's a few people that literally got arrested for form wanting a can, because the only way you can do it is if you send pictures of the material you're going to use and the machines that you're going to use, and then at that point, under the ATF's definition, you already have a suppressor. Even if it's one undrilled baffle, they say that it is a suppressor. The only way to do it is literally send them a picture of a solid tube of aluminum and say, I'm going to machine this out, and then I'm going to press fit a tube around it, which I'll be serializing. That's basically the only way to do it. They have removed that. Like, here's the funny thing. Even if you wanted to register something on the NFA, like if you willfully wanted to put something on the NFA registry and give up all your, and I have a bunch of NFA items, you give up all of your freedom, independence, and privacy by doing that. And now they're saying, we don't even want you to do that. It's crazy. Let me follow up on, or catch up on chat here. Oh yeah, that's what's up. If it's all isn't it to a cylinder, you know what I mean. Send him a photo of tube steak. Yes. Think about it. If the feds had jurisdiction intrastate, every person with a misdemeanor possession charge would instantly be a federal felon. But the feds have no general police powers, period. This is true. We just need to form one, a lot of machine guns. Okay, so there actually is a dude that did form one, was it a Bravo? No, 240 Bravo or a Saw? I think it was a Saw. And he bought one of the semi-auto saw, belt-fed semi-auto saws, and he sent in a Form 1 to convert it to a machine gun, just as like a troll. Well, they approved it. And then this dude, couldn't believe it. And he went and he took his tax stamp and he converted it to a full auto machine gun. This is post 86, okay? For those that don't know, there's May of '86. There was a cutoff for registering machine guns. Although there is amnesty, they'll never offer amnesty to register any more machine guns ever again. And they're saying that this will be the only time in December and January to have amnesty to register your short barrel pistol braced firearms. So stupid, dude. So y'all can take a hike. I ain't registering shit. But anyway, the dude got contacted by the ATF, and they said, bro, that was a mistake. You can't do that. And he said, I have an approved tax stamp, and not only can I do it, I did do it. Thank you. And they were like, no, you can't. That was a mistake. It was an error. I said, okay, well, it was an error on my good fortune. So they went to court, and apparently he won. And I've never looked to see if this is 100% factually true, but apparently he has the only one post '86 non-transferable machine gun. Crazy, right? Crazy world that we live in. The Second Amendment is my amnesty. No, I know, I feel you. And this is that crazy thing where, unfortunately, it's like we got to look at what's right, and then we got to look at the world that we live in, right? So I'll give an example. I dislike money very much. I think money is a trap. I think money, in the way that we are set up as not only as a nation, but our world, the way our world is set up currently, it is a trap, and it's I just got an email that was like, yo, Dark, I don't mean to interrupt your show, but how do you sleep through the night with that smoke detector chirping like that? That's hilarious. Bro, honestly, it's probably picking up on the mic way louder than it actually is. It's almost like, all right, hold on. Okay, no lie. Listen, I just took out the battery, and right after I took out the battery, it went chirp.
If you tell me what you want, I'll do my best to help.
What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, it's still chirping, bro. I didn't even know that was plugged in. See what happens when my daughter comes here? She's, how is this still chirping? Hold on. Let me unplug the Google and, work on this.
The mic's off. The mic's back.
There you go. Okay, battery is out of it. It's hardwired in though. How? I don't know. Yeah, bro. But if it's hardwired in, what? Okay, sorry, y'all. Y'all just gonna have to deal with it. Oh, I'm definitely a target, bro. I mean, I literally have videos that are titled "Your government hates you and wants you dead." Like, oh my god. God bless America. Or if I close the battery tray, oh well, we're just gonna have to deal with it, y'all. Let's keep it moving. Your house is bugged, probably. I mean, I technically just unplugged a bug because my daughter plugged in the Google to listen to music and stuff. Capacitor. Why you think I shot mine, bro? For real. Dagger slides are sexy and cheap too, and they don't come in 40 Smith & Wesson. No. I mean, there's a way. Too many choices. There's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Bro, JM4 Tactical all day. I'm literally rocking my JM4 Tactical right now. I got the 43X with 21 rounds in it. Snippy Snip, yeah, the ATF Bug Dark House. Yeah, spooky. That good. I know, bro. I know. It's yeah. Funny thing. I found out through John Crump that I am on a government watch list. We were messing around, and he was like, "Oh, I'll pull your info up," and I was like, "I guarantee if you pull my info up, you won't find my actual address, and you won't find, my job. You won't find the car that I drive. You'll find a car, but it won't be the one I drive. You'll find, all that stuff." He pulled it up, and he's like, "Oh, government watch list." I was like, all right, real funny." He's like, "No, I'm for real. You're you're on the watch list. You can't bid on and or win any government contracts." It's like, oh, okay, that's a very odd one to turn off the breaker. Yeah, no, I ain't worried about all that. Who isn't on the list? I know, bro. I mean, give me a half an hour and an internet search bar, and I will be on a list. But honestly, even like if you do any advocacy for the movement of firearms and for rights, and like I went on a show, and I had said that I believe that felons have the right to possess, own, build firearms as well. And you would have thought that I said like something worse. Because a lot of people haven't like visited that in their mind, right? Because they just think that, oh, dudes that do bad stuff shouldn't have guns, because those are the people that I have guns for. I have guns to protect myself from bad guys like that. Well, who says they're bad, right? We say all the time, freedom is dangerous. Okay, so if a person, man, whatever, if a man gets arrested and he gets charged with a felony, gets arrested, and then he gets convicted of that felony, and then he goes to jail, prison, let's say prison, over 12 months in prison, then the only thing that removes his eligibility or physical ability to be armed is the fact that he is physically incarcerated. Because let's visit this for a second. Who gave that man that right of self-preservation? Who gave it to him? Did the government give it to him? Or did God or the universe or whomever? It's very clear that the individual was given the right of self-preservation by his God or the universe, whatever he believes. That is a God-given birthright that our founding documents are supposed to support and protect against any encroachment from the government. But alas, here we are. We're in this world that says, oh yeah, you can like kinda, have protection from the Second Amendment, as long as you're not like a bad guy. Well, that's subjective. What kind of bad guy, right? But if that was given to him by God, by birth, then the only thing that should remove his ability to be armed is being physically removed from his property while they are incarcerated. When they're incarcerated, they do their time, they get out, they're reunited with their property, whether that's a home, a bicycle, a firearm, a whole workshop, mill, lathe, like all that stuff. That is not man's right to take from someone. I tell you what, Dark, if the Second Amendment is to be interpreted from when it was written, criminals in the time could purchase weapons legally because we knew back then these rights were unalienable. Yeah, they are supposed to be unalienable. He said, here's some money, Dark. Hey, Marconi Armory, thank you, brother. I appreciate the super chat, my brother. Thank you. Everybody, go check out Marconi Armory, man. He's a homie in the community, and he's doing his thing. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Hey, all these super chats, man. Y'all are a given bunch. Thank you. And Marconi, there will be, as I promised, the videos coming out real soon. Let me catch up on chat real quick. That is true. It is cheap. He reduced the price, and apparently he reactivated Code Dark, so people can save money if they use Code Dark. So holla at your boy. Okay, hold on. Let me end up in trouble, lose my gun rights. I will walk out to the street corner and buy a gun. Nothing will stop me from being armed. Was it legal to carry in my state? I still do. Yeah, so that's the thing. Men don't have the right to take self-preservation from anything, right? Like, you don't see people out in the ocean, like, you know, like ripping the teeth out of sharks or the claws out of bears. Like, those are methods of self-preservation that are given to these creatures by God. Okay, doesn't matter if they're protected by a document or not. Now, because we live in a civil, society where we don't like swim in an ocean or hibernate for 9 months of the year, but there is no way that a human being can take another human being's right that is given to them by God. No one else can take it. The only thing that removes your God-given right of self-preservation, which includes any method of modern weaponry, is death. That is the only thing that can take you from you. And you know what I'm saying? Bury me with some things on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually pretty tempted to. So I love the Miami Classic 2 shoulder rig from Galco, and I had a couple back in the day, but I didn't really wear them enough. I sold them, but I really see the value personally when it's like fall, winter, being able to carry at least one, if not one, two, or one and some reloads, and having your belt completely free for a backup gun and reloads. Dude, so gangster. And if you throw on like a vest or something like that, like an actual clothing vest, I'm not talking about like a plate carrier or tactical vest or anything. I'm saying if you just throw on like a clothing vest, like a sleeveless jacket vest, and rock you can rock a Glock with a 33 round stick in that thing. You know what I'm saying? And I got part of me wanted to do like, so I have an all black Beretta, and I really want to pick up one of the Inox stainless Berettas to have like ebony and ivory, like one under each armpit. But I also really like the idea of being able to hang a Mac 11 under my armpit. And they did make some dope shoulder rigs for Mac 11s back in the day. Yes, judge ye not, lest ye be judged. No doubt. DLD, we got to protect ourselves from some loony agents or government. You know what? Anyone or anything that, let's go back to the founding documents, okay? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness That is very, very open. Those are very open terms. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And when any government becomes, what does it say? Becomes destructive on these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it. So, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. When any government becomes destructive to these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it. Period. And actually, not period. And institute a new government, is what they say. Now, I don't plan on doing that, right? Because that makes about as much sense as somebody saying, defund the police, right? And then we talk to these people that say defund the police. By the way, I've written this exact, so F the ATF. I have written that on every single jig that I've ever sold. Period. I just want to throw that out there because I know that at some point it is the responsibility. Yeah. I think the text actually says it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it, but there is other, and I'm trying to remember where it is, where it says it is your duty or duty. I don't know, but it should be considered a responsibility. It is the responsibility of people to abolish it. Let's just say Pondo's right. Also true. It was originally life, liberty, and property. Also true. Isn't it? Here's the funny thing. So if you guys look back and read like the documented quotes during the inception of the Constitution, the Constitution itself, the Bill of Rights, the Federalist Papers, when we go back and read those things, the thing that I just could not ignore is the constant talk of like the social norms back then were people of virtue, people of integrity, honesty. Like, as I'm sitting here telling you guys that there are people that are, buying these $25 items from me and doing chargebacks and stealing the merchandise, like, what happened to people of virtue? What happened to people of integrity? What happened to actually having a community that you can depend on? It doesn't exist anymore. Right now, society just doesn't care. The social norms now, right now, over the past 3 years, definitely, we have been put in a world of social norms that are just as effective as police, right? Like during that 3 years, you went somewhere without a mask, you went and you said anything about the vax, you went like if you stray anywhere from social norms, you were a target. And this is how these fuckers socially enforce law. Because for things that they can't legislate, things that they are against, things that they can't legislate, they enforce socially. And that's very damaging. Used to rock my 9mm Defender Masterpiece Arms Mac in my underarm holster until it fell out one day. When I was tying my son's shoes, it went off, put a hole. What? What? Put a hole in what? Put a hole in what? What did it put a hole in? Hopefully not your son's shoe. Hold on. Dim the lights dark. Make it a Dugan video. I gotta get like open the video. Like, guys. If you really want a Dugan video, what you gotta do is you gotta do the accelerator foot, right? Just hold the phone on your lap, accelerator foot. That's the way to do it. I like having the light because I know they're going to need to use this for facial recognition software. So I want to give them. Dude, why is this not? My chat is not refreshing, bro. It's sad to say, but people ask, how do they begin this process? There's only one true group against the people, the government. Yeah, that's who tore America apart. Yeah, and okay, get this. You want to hear some crazy shit? So see if you guys can go back and listen to some of the speeches of like Jimmy Hoffa and like some of like the influencers that weren't necessarily though they were documented to be corrupt. They weren't on board with big government, right? These were people that were just corrupt. They were they were doing illegal shit for money, right? But if you go back and listen to the shit like bro, Kimball, I literally just went up there and ripped the battery out and it's hardwired in and it's saying that there's it's still beeping saying there's no battery. I don't want to talk about it. But good seeing you, Kimball. Thank you for stopping by. I love it when you're in the stream. But fucking Jimmy Hoffa in almost every single speech he made in at the like Teamsters uh, union shits, he would be like the biggest threat against us is the combination of big business and big government teaming up with each other to make us go extinct. It's like, what? These fools were based like 60 years ago? That's crazy. I believe it says, among these are the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, but they did not say the list was all inclusive. Very true. Thank you, brother. You too, man. Hit the reset button. Yeah, but the problem is if I reset it, it still won't have a battery for backup. So yeah, I'm just not gonna mess with it. It is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Beautiful. I couldn't remember where exactly it was that like duty and responsibility showed up. Shoulder holsters need to make a comeback. Okay, so Mike McLuhan, funny thing, they are. Like there is I know where Hoffa isn't buried. That's funny. If you go on like eBay right now and look up a Galco Miami Classic 2, they're like $200 and more. It's crazy. I live near Pittsburgh PRT, Pittsburgh Regional Transit Authority mandated the device for all employees. They fired almost 200. Damn. That's crazy. After World War II, they recorded how to control the population. That's what we fought against. Yeah, bro. A lot of this, like, crazy the ideas go back to the Enlightenment, the ideals from John Locke. Yeah. We're talking like hundreds of years, generations of families that have been controlling with the combination of big business and big government, and a lot of government is down to get dirty 100%. Dang, man, good for you and your dad, man. You got to fight against that, man. They're trying to do anything and everything they can to fight against our freedom in every single way, freedom and independence. I actually was talking to another YouTuber. I'm gonna have a couple guests coming up soon, and he was like, "How would you describe your channel?" He's like, "It's kind of like a gun builder's channel, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, but it's like, guns, gun building, and if I could just describe it in one way, it's just like freedom and independence, you know? And that's why I say so many times that I believe all humans have the right to build modern firearms in the privacy of their own home with zero governmental overreach. Like, sorry, that's a whole other thing. Let me stop. Prior tenant of Dark's crib took all the smoke detector batteries when they moved out. Yeah, for real. Yeah, this is the only one. Like y'all don't hear it when I'm in the gun room, but my gun room is right next to my daughter's room, so I could probably still, stream from there. But I just, I don't want to wake her up, man. You know, Flying Rich Uber order Dark a pack of 9-volt batteries. That's funny. I always make fun of Rich because he always starts in the stream. He's like, "Yeah, what up? What's going on?" He looks all energetic and then he just disappears. That's him passing out mad early, you know. Um, but now here's what I believe. Like, what does the future look like? I gotta say that I am surprised that we have gone this far without having. Kimball, keep an eye out on some things that are going on right now. I can't speak on it right now, but there's some stuff. So, um, so what does the future look like? I am actually very surprised that we have not already been in a straight up kinetic event. I mean, if we look back to the riots, like how did we make it through that? If I was in an area that was like heavily hit by those riots, like it's all in our reaction. Our enemies are always going to be the ones, or let me see, I don't want to say enemies. The people with different values from us are always going to be the ones that are, you know, acting illegitimately and doing crazy shit that is like purposefully to provoke us. And I think most of us, we are looking at people like running in the streets. They got no job. They got nothing to lose. That like, don't take care of their kids. That, just dirtbags, right? Where people like us are like, bro, we got, a family, right? We got kids. We got a spouse. We got homes. We have careers. We have businesses, and we protect those things, and we take the responsibility of the protection of all of those things personally. I am the one that's going to be there if shit pops off. I am going to be the only one there, right? Police, their responsibility is not to protect. Their responsibility is to respond to something evil that occurred. So if I can be there, or if somebody like me can be there, and if we could potentially not only change the event that happens, but change who dies and who lives. And I've always said this at the end of every single stream, the only way that we can defeat evil is with good men skilled in violence. So make sure that you are becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be. If Crump knows something about ATF, for sure, coming for binary things, he shouldn't sit on it. It's not just that. There's a really, really, really big legal issue. And once that can is open, that's it. And it's yeah, I can't trust me. If there wasn't something very big having to deal with a like serious legal issue, then this would have been out weeks and weeks ago, a month ago. But it's something that sometimes when somebody is doing something and they are laser focused, they can, just kind of gloss over things. And then there could be something that comes back that kind of freezes them in their tracks. And They're like, okay, I could do this and it would be a massive nuclear bomb going off destroying everything, or I can, get this cleared through legal and have it be like a scalpel instead of a nuke, right? It's the tool for this job requires a scalpel, not a nuke, you know. Yes, 100%. They are safe to purchase right now, 100%. And the only moment that not only binary triggers, but anything becomes illegal to purchase is when ATF, because the onus is on them to, determine and to communicate to the general public that something is illegal. So unless there is a determination letter and or an opinion letter from the FAT-D, the Firearms and Technology Division, whatever it is. It's the FAT-D, guys. Come on. Unless something has been widely, publicly, published and well known, the onus is on them to report that something is illegal, not us. And there is nothing at all right now that exists saying that something is illegal or not. So binary triggers are 100% legal, and it is highly likely that something may, and I don't know, not with all of them, okay? Damn it. You are completely fine to buy binary triggers right now. Continue six-finger switch, it's illegal. For now. I hate that. Yeah, I know, it's just like, y'all know, man, I'm, shoestrings or machine guns. So that's the thing, like, the ATF is becoming like the dickhead the range safety officer, right? They're going to be like, you can't bump fire firearms, you can't fire too quickly, right? Like, get out of here, man. Not only can you not tell me what to do, like, you absolutely cannot tell me what to do. Well, my point is, it's okay now, but in the future, if they have seller records, they will come to your door. And so, not necessarily. And if you buy it in good faith, okay, so if you bought it in good faith, then if somebody were to come to your door, as long as you do not lie, and if you do not produce the item, it's way, even for like the WOTs and FRTs, most of them just got letters and didn't even get visited. There were some that were visited, but anything is a risk, right? Like me selling the jigs is a massive risk. I think that that's probably going to come back and bite me at some point. I don't care. I won't stop. Even if I got a C&D, I probably wouldn't stop, which I know is pretty stupid to say on a live stream that hundreds and hundreds of people are going to see. But yeah, I don't care. Jigs are completely unregulated, and I'm not going to stop selling them. And until they are outlawed, like I'll never do anything illegal intentionally. Period. The ATF will reclassify binary triggers. It is obvious from looking at trends. I would fall over from shock if they do not reclassify them. Very true. And shout out to 2EDU and your channel, brother. You have an incredible channel. I'm so sorry I missed your stream last night. I came in like right when you signed off. But really great to see you in here, bro. I love that. So going back to it, even if I were to, get a cease and desist saying DLD hardware needs to cease and desist selling all jigs, I don't think I would choose to, because to me it is very important that people, here I go again, that all human beings have the right to build modern firearms in the privacy of their own home with zero governmental overreach. That's it. I believe that. And until jigs are completely illegal, I'm not going to stop selling them. So they can fuck off. What's up, brother? Yeah, if you guys, so we got almost 60 people in here. If you guys don't know about 2A EDU, this is a channel that you all, like anyone who is finding themselves here in this moment, if you don't know about 2A EDU's channel, y'all gotta go check it out. This guy is a freaking saint, and he's just a really great guy. And his knowledge of the founding documents, I mean, this is a dude that has a relationship with the founding documents. And, you know, you may catch me from time to time, like quoting stuff, reciting stuff, but this dude has an intimate relationship with them and studies them. And I admire that a great deal. And you know that's why I constantly go to your channel and go to your streams and watch your stuff, man. Yeah, hey, for sure, man. Oh yeah. Oh, and I just know 280 is a channel member, bro. Yeah, thank you, brother. To be honest, I'm honestly surprised demailed parts kits haven't been put on the radar all this time. So here's my hey, Pondo says 2A, great stuff, big fan. Hell yeah. So here's my outlook on this. Yeah, it's crazy to see you in my chat, bro. I love it. It tickles me every time. Um, and to EDU, I'm here. I'm not in my gun room. I'm streaming in a separate location in the house because my little one is sleeping upstairs next to my gun room. What was this? Oh, so okay. So here's the important thing. If hey, what's up, Rip Dango? So think of a demilled parts kit. Okay, demilled parts kit is, you know, a receiver that is cut 3 times, it is crushed or whatever. There's 3 different ways that the ATF says is like acceptable to demill a receiver. So these parts kits, how easy is it and how normal is it, and how I guess the term oh my god, I'm drawing a blank on the term. When something is in like common use, sorry, it's not really in common use for people to you know, be able to like weld shit back together. And now think of it like this, looking at like polymer 80s and back, you know, prior to this rule change, if somebody were to come out with some like crazy jig where you could literally just lay that receiver and all the parts into something and just like click on like a button and it like auto welded it back in place or something like that, and then these demilled parts kits that have not been an issue for ever all of a sudden were in common use and people were using it, and it made it easier, more simple for people to just put back together like that, that would be a problem, because most builders don't weld. Most builders can't do metal work. Most builders can't do woodwork, right? So like it's all about how easy are these types of things becoming for the general populace. And when things like that become easier and more simple, right? Like people used to think like the Ludi was like this like crazy simple thing to throw together. Like, bro, the Ludi is an extremely difficult design to throw together. To John Kimball, they are claiming the trigger is a conversion device. What? This is John Kimball. I bet kits are on their radar. I believe that to be true. Those are probably in line as we speak. Honestly, guys, I think everything is in line, right? Everything is part of the plan. Because if you take gun control and remove gun, that's all we're left with. Imagine that, you know, CONTROL control. That's all this is about. Firearms and weaponry in general is what equalizes men, women, children, right? You guys saw that 14-year-old that shot that police officer just last week. Like, there is a reason that there has not been a complete tyrannical takeover in the United States. There's a reason that, let me say this differently, because I believe that tyranny is working against our country at the highest level now that it ever has been, right? In the last 3 years proves that. But there has not been an overt attempt, to with see, I can't even say that, man. Honestly, like look at everything that's happened. Not even over the last just 3 years, but I'm talking like over the last like 200 years. Their eye has always been on restricting items. Their eye has always been on gaining control. Look at the control of your water, your food, your shelter, and your security. All of it belongs to the government. Why is that? This is all a game of control. That's all it is. And although I've said it several times, people that are like us, that think like us, that are equipped like us, that believe in equipping others like us, your government hates you and wants you dead. Now, this is where I watch all the viewers trickle down, right? A bunch of people leave because they're like, this dude's crazy. No, your government hates you and wants you dead. Can you give me any evidence that's not true? If they didn't fear the people, the government would not have any gun control. Very true. Thank you. I was fumbling my words. It's happening in real time in front of everyone. No history lesson needed. They won't stop until they take it all. Look at Canada. Yeah, banning handguns today. Yeah, and I mean they did that freeze like what 3 maybe 4 months ago, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, and bro, y'all can find Flying Rich on locals. Also, yeah, this is true. Also, if you look up Fly Rich, that's his on YouTube. That's his alter ego. Very good point. All people in office, and not only people just in office, but people in law enforcement, people in the military, people in. Sorry, I thought I heard my little one wake up. My apologies. People in so many different roles take that same constitution, right? But they don't take it seriously, right? Because guess what? Every single person that's ever sat down in a courtroom raises their right hand, puts their hand on the Bible, and what do they say? I swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God, right? But take it as a reference. My my current separation, we took an oath in front of God that we would spend the rest of our lives together in sickness and in health, for better or for worse, yada, yada, yada. Obviously, not everybody in that agreement took that as seriously as I did. Samson, what about us? Spot on, Dark, spot on. Thank you. Let me go back here. I totally missed this. Where was it? Well, Better Prince. I saw you. Dang, I think I lost it. The government isn't a magical entity. It's simply men like you and I, except they function as adversaries, as governments have forever. That's the key to our freedom, limiting the government. Yeah. There's actually, if you look at dldhardware.com, on most of the jigs, the description of the jigs, it says I wanted to make things like funny when people buy jigs. So like when you get the email notification that you place an order, it's like congratulations on placing an order for your freedom and independence. Um, the mofo's at USPS pick that bitch up, and that shit will be delivered to you on this date, and here's a tracking number, and you can stalk it here, but don't be creepy and stuff like that, and just kind of being funny, right? And when the package is delivered, it says, "We made your package come," and it's like cum with a wink face, Um, yeah. Where are you getting a DLD Kim Light tattoo, Dark? Yeah, no. Um, No Kim Light tattoos. I don't know. You know what? Maybe. Why not? This is an important, you know, chapter in my life. Yeah, for real. No fault divorce is a huge downfall to the USA. You know, withholding sex. I just learned this the other day. Withholding sex is a lawful um, uh, reason for divorce in a bunch of states. It's crazy. What did I see? CDC imposed the jab on school kids this week. Yep, with only a 1 day comment period. Yeah, man, that's a fucking joke. Ooh, till death do us part has taken 2 wives from me. Damn. I don't know if I want to dig deeper on that at all, brother. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. But damn. Where was Dark? You folks at this dude McDonald. Dude has some fire bars on brainwash. You talking about that white dude? That white dude that kind of spits like Eminem a little bit with the complex like syllable work and whatchamacallit. She shops at least some areas. Sorry, I'm just kind of catching up on chat real quick. So funny how the Bible is good enough to be a pinky promise in court, but needs to be removed from schools, and there is no establishment of religion. Yeah, funny, right? Rich. Allegedly, he's a cowboy stripper. Name is Dusty Crop Dust. He is. He is actually a GAY cowboy. Okay, where did I see, bro? For real? Oh, okay, here it is. All people in office are sworn to protect and uphold the Constitution, yet the people that govern strip it down at every opportunity. This is very true. So every single, we're talking on the left and the right, doesn't matter. And guys, I'm so sorry to say this, but we keep thinking that people on the right are going to save us. That's I don't personally believe that to be the answer. Okay? Because we're talking about two heads of the snake, the same corrupt snake. The left, the right, any politician on any level. I'm looking at local school board candidates and they're totally corrupt out where I'm at. Like every single level of politicians, not all local politicians, right? Some local, like the sheriff is actually an extremely important, person. But the right, yes, at some points, the things that they do and the things that they don't do tend to make our lives a little bit easier. So we tend to run towards the right. We tend to run towards Tucker Carlson and Fox 5 and Jesse Waters and Dan Bongino and all this shit because it makes us feel better. It makes us feel like there is some type of, like mass, like method of communication like the left has or whatever that we have people that think like us and they make us feel warm and fuzzy and they make us think that they think like us. They don't think like us. Like, dude, most of these people were on the complete opposite side not too long ago. And I get it. Like, yes, if you're looking at somebody that, when I was a kid, much younger, I voted for Obama in his first term because I didn't know any better, right? Like, dude talked a good game, right? But this is how much change somebody can make in their life when they're getting new information and they're making changes. And I know I'll probably lose subscribers for me saying that, I was a person that voted for Obama, but I did not understand politics at that time like I do now. I did not understand the battle that we were not only in, but starting in at that point. And I didn't know. G23, what's up, brother? So we keep thinking that the right is the way, but The right and the left are both equally corrupt. They're equally evil. So I don't know how we defeat this two-headed snake. I have no idea. But I know that both sides lie, both sides manipulate, both sides use propaganda, both sides try to trick you, you know? So I don't know. But I know that I've had a tough time. I've even, well, I don't want to go there. Let's just say that I've learned a lot over the last few years, and it's really changed my perspective. I think the most impactful conversation that really woke me up was when somebody sat me down and they said, "You feel free, don't you?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm free. I can do whatever I want." So, yeah, okay. Tell me about your freedom. I can, wake up when I want. I can do what I want. I can work. I can not work. I can go. Oh, yeah, okay. If the government and the world were to shut down today, um, they basically kind of walked me through understanding that I wasn't as free as I thought I was, and that we're programmed to think that convenience is freedom. That's not the case. So if we're programmed to think that convenience is freedom, and then all of these massive corporations that are like literally giving us the ability to order shit same day, next day, 24 hours, right? Well, the moment that I had this massive breakthrough was when somebody said, "Who controls your water?" And I was like, "What do you mean? I do. I turn on, turn off, turn on, turn off. Like I turn on the spigot. Who is in control of your water? The government, right? Who's in control of your food? Trucks and okay, who's that? Big business and big government. Okay, so the government controls your water. The government controls your food. Okay, who controls your shelter? Well, this home is my home. Like, this is my home. Let's say I own the home, right? Do you really own the home? Do you have to pay property tax? What happens if you stop paying property tax on your home? The government owns your home very quickly if you stop paying property tax on it. Okay. What about your security? What do you mean? I can go to the gun store and buy firearms right now. Yeah. Who lets you do that? No shit. The government. The government allows me to purchase firearms. The government allows us to purchase ammunition. This is all, I don't know. We're just allowed to. We're defectors in our own country. It's crazy. Let's see. Sorry. My bad, guys. I disagree. Both sides are not all equally corrupt. Corruption does exist on both sides, and too much of it, but definitely not equal. It's probably true. Not equally corrupt. That was a little bit hyperbolic of me. But there are, I think, anywhere where there's the human element, you'll have corruption. And Tweety, one side wants to molest your children and tell them if they have a penis, they can be a lady. The other side lets it happen. Globalists are the baddies. Yeah, but here's okay. Every human being. Let me say it differently. I'll choose my words more carefully. Most human beings are corruptible. Most human beings are corruptible, and we're looking at not only just the left and the right. We're looking at a world where there are the string pullers, and then the operators, and then the partners and the owners. Like, this is a tiered system, and all of them are pulling the strings of both the left and the right government. And yeah, I believe that there are there are globalists that are literally pulling the string of probably both sides of the government. But I don't know enough. I can't. Yeah, I'll just shut up. I don't know what I'm talking about. To say everyone is equally corrupt is a black pill that leads to no hope. I have hope and a lot to be thankful for, whether anyone likes it or not. No, I agree. And, I addressed that and said that was hyperbolic of me. I don't believe that every single human being is equally corrupt. I believe that there is corruption on both the right and the left. I believe with the left, there's a lot of pure evil. I believe that the devil is working in a lot of what they're doing. But I have a really, really difficult time and a lot of internal conflict with even like voting, right? Like how I I think the internal conflict that I have with that is if there is so much corruption, let's say I vote for the side that makes my life easier. Are they going to bring us to a point where we're truly at freedom? And I don't mean to be like this dude that's like, you know, totally black pilled. And a lot of times I find myself like a lot of times I stop talking about this kind of stuff because it's challenging for me like to sit here and like look at the black pill and not take it. And I believe that there is hope. I believe that good will win always. And I also believe that there's a lot in my life that I have to be grateful for. And I believe that a lot of us are still mostly free, but we're not exercising true freedom and independence. That's just what we have to work on. I think as close to being truly free and independent I could ever be would be me buying land, building a true homestead on that land, and setting up an environment where I control all of my own water, food, shelter, and security. Even then, I'll still have to pay, you know, taxes and all that shit, and property taxes. But that doesn't free everyone, right? I can be psychologically free, but that doesn't free the world. So I don't know. I don't know what the solution is, and I don't mean to seem like black pilled or and like I'm in despair over this. I have a serious internal conflict over all this shit because I'm like, what is the point? What is the point of voting? You know. But I also don't think picking up guns is the answer too. I think that's the last thing that I want to do. I don't I don't look forward to any of that. It's kind of funny that I'm the dude that's like, bro, I just want to be left alone. Just like most of you guys, right? And I also think that that it won't be my people that kill me. It will be the government. It won't be my people that silences me. It'll be the government. It won't be my people that arrest me. It'll be the government. And by that I mean government. I mean like and this is part of the internal conflict. And if you don't vote, you consent to everything that is happening. There are good people running for office in every primary election. People skip primaries and complain about the general election. Totally agree. And this is why I'm being open with you, right? I'm being totally open with you. Um, that this is part of my internal conflict. I I didn't say anything that I like about me not voting, and I agree with what you're saying. But that's also why having this kind of internal conflict, man, because like it's hard for me to sit there and think that like, man, we can vote our way out of this. But if I don't vote, then I'm complicit, or you know, or I'm consenting. So I'm not saying I don't vote. I'm just saying that I have that internal conflict. Do I believe that good will win, that the holy will win? I believe so. Um, I just don't know how, when. I don't know. For all I know, it's just going to be like the rapture, and then we're all, you know. I don't know. But look, you guys know, right? Like I believe in a world where every single person should be kind to everyone. They should see every single person as a brother and sister, right? Even like that, you know, crazy leftist extremist purple hair, nutsack. I am still saying see those people as your brothers and sisters. As somebody who voted for Obama for his first term, to somebody that now is completely against any governmental overreach, who has literally taught hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people how to build guns, even personally in public, doing the P80 classes and shit like that. When people get new information, they can see things differently. And when they see things differently, they see different things, right? They have that eye-opening experience that totally wakes them up. So I'm hopeful for that. I am grateful for everything that I have in my life, and I am hopeful for the future. I'm also scared for the future. I won't say scared. I'm concerned for the future. You know, I think where we're at right now is we're looking at a government that is literally sabotaging the United States. Everything. They're sabotaging the United States completely. Look at our economy, look at our domestic energy production. Everything has been shut down. We are funding a war in a country that is not even a NATO country, I guess, yet, right? With a government that we installed, with a government that we installed in a country that we use as basically a laundromat for money. And I was just thinking, like, are they encouraging the war and providing lethal aid for Ukraine and Russia because they want everything to burn down? Like, are they doing that just so they can like destroy the box of receipts? You know, I don't know. But anyway, guys, I think you guys know that I do my best to be like the best version of myself, and is as godlike as I can be. And I hate to say it like that because a lot of people aren't going to agree with that term, but I mean, be kind, right? Just the way I close every single stream, right? Like, I want to be kind. I want to see every single person as my brother and sister, and I want to give people information and ask people questions, right? I have literally changed people's minds, people that are on a completely different spectrum. Shit, my I have family members that have had completely different perspectives in the past that are now way more like me than who they used to be, you know, without getting too specific. Um, I've helped people come to closer to the way that we think, you know. So I'm not telling anybody to lose hope, right? I would love for every single person to be hopeful, because if we don't believe that there is a better way to live, if we don't believe that there is a way to truly turn around the mess that we're in right now, then why are we fighting? You know? And I don't mean like actually fighting, but I mean why are we standing for freedom and independence and liberty if we don't truly believe that there's, you know, a point? Followed your Senate primary pretty closely. I went to McCormick over Oz as well. McCormick, Biden get in and looted the coffers. Basically, last Saturday we ate them on my Saturday evening chat live stream. Sorry, I'm just going through catching up on chat, y'all. Well, I'm going to go ahead and dang, One Love Design remembers. Holy smokes. My man has a 12-year anniversary coming up in a couple weeks. You've come a long way, and there's more for you to do. Keep up the fight. So I do. Dang, One Love. That means a lot. In the past, my wife didn't even celebrate that date with me. That means a lot that you knew that. A lot of you guys probably know that for a lot of my life, I struggled with substance abuse, and I got clean November 5th, 2010. So, dang, Kim knows too. Hey, you guys rock, man. You guys are the biggest, closest family I've ever had that I've never met. I got clean November 5th, 2010. And hell yeah, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate all you guys. Even if the battle is futile, you fight. Yep, absolutely. Good night, Z. Thanks for joining us, man. So November 5th, 2010 is when I made the decision to stop doing drugs. And it's interesting because I hear this thing about quitting, right? Because there's a difference between quitting and making the decision to stop. And that was the date that I decided to stop doing drugs. Technically, I stopped doing drugs on November 4th, but November 5th was my first clean day. And Mark Twain said, quitting smoking cigarettes is the easiest thing in the world. I do it all the time, right? And that's kind of people's perspective on quitting, that it's a process, right? I'm just going to taper down over time. I'm just going to do less. I'm just going to smoke half a pack a day. I'm just going to smoke one a day. I'm just, whatever. And it's it's a big difference between the process of quitting, which we will mostly all, falter, or making the decision to stop, right? So I made the decision to stop doing drugs, and November 5th, 2010 was my first clean date. And then I had my first clean Thanksgiving and Christmas and so on and so on. And I'll be coming up this November 5th on 12 years, which is crazy to even think. And, I've had some people ask, man, you're 12 years in, why don't you just stop celebrating? You're pretty much just a normal human now. Why would you even continue to celebrate that and live in the past, right? It is so psychologically damaging what being addicted to drugs like that can do to you. And even in my mind, nearly 12 years removed, I'm still addicted to the method of administration, the thinking about it still excites me. I am still in love with that drug. I will just never do it again, because to me, it is the equivalent of literally putting a gun to my head and seeing if a primer is live. You know what I mean? It is literally suicide, especially in today's day and age with fentanyl the way that it is. But even with that not the case, it's suicide, man. I've lost almost every single one of my friends that I grew up with. They're either dead, in jail, or still using, and that is my constant reminder, because I have a little 5-year-old girl that what's up, Gertrude? Thank you all, you guys, for the congrats. I appreciate all y'all. I have a 5-year-old girl that she needs to have a father in her life. She needs to have a father in her life that cares about her, that loves her, that is going to help her build a life where she's free, where she's independent, where she's disciplined, where she's purposeful and strategic, and also that she just has fun. Seeing where this world is, I could never imagine. I think my front door is unlocked. I got all this damn security. I think my front door is unlocked. It's okay. I got a gun in my pants. That's the best security. I could never imagine, leaving my daughter to be in this world without me. It's so to me, going back, using or faltering at all on that line is a death sentence. And if that's a death sentence for me, then that is me abandoning her, and I refuse to do that. And honestly, like, the only reason that I'm here is to make what little impact I can on creating the freest world possible for her to live in and for others to live in, and that's all I can do. But look, I'm gonna break out. I'm gonna bounce, and even though I close every single stream the same way every single time, I want you guys to seriously pay attention and listen to what I'm saying. Okay, let me get some nicotine first. Hell yeah, Paul! Congrats, brother. It's a big deal. I'd say alcohol is more difficult to walk away from because, like, I can't walk into every single corner store and buy a syringe loaded up with heroin. It's very, very difficult to stop drinking. That's by design. They want us drinking. They want us, doing all sorts of terrible shit and killing ourselves. Because your government hates you and wants you dead. All right, let me stop. Sneaker sneaks and unlocked door surprise. Full couch Glock. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. You guys are awesome, man. Here, let me drop this link for y'all real quick. Hold up. All right, my bad. All right, so this is for you guys. This is the Goon Beam link. So if any of you guys want to support the kid, he's got the new V2.0 handhelds. Bam! Bam! Dude, these things are heavy, and they would be a crucial self-defense device. I'm just saying. Now, I have other self-defense devices on me as well. But if you guys could do me a favor, so when I started DLDhardware.com, a few people made these Reddit chats saying that it was a scam. Okay, now clearly it's not a scam because you guys know I would never compromise my reputation, my integrity, for a buck. I don't care about that. But if you guys could go around in Reddit or Facebook or wherever you can, anywhere on the internet, and post the DLD hardware is solid. If you've ordered a jig from me and you've gotten it, which there's not been one order that has not been fulfilled, and still, unfortunately, a couple folks have done a chargeback because they're dirt bags, but that's okay. Damn, that's what's up, Existence Mundane. The last time I drank is also the last time I will go to jail. Been about 7 years. Good for you, man. Hood rat stuff. I'd like to stand a goon beam straight up under my tire in my lawn and run it over. I think it'll survive. Probably. Um, oh shit, Kimball, you're crazy. Dave Philpott. Hey, love you too, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate the $2 super chat, man. You're the man. Thank you. You guys are awesome, man. I mean, I'm just a dude, man. I'm I never thought that I would have a channel like this full of dudes that would just sit down and just talk with me like this, And yeah, I'm really, really grateful for all you guys. Thank you. I appreciate all you guys just coming in and kicking it with me and hanging out and chatting. Like, it means more to me to be able to log on and start a stream and see all of you guys in the chat just sitting there talking with each other. Like that means a lot to me. Corn Pops Revenge, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. So, what was I saying? Shit, I don't remember what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, dirtbags, chargebacks, yeah. But if you guys could go out there in the wild and put that, DLD hardware is a solid place, and he actually goes live 3 times a week. So if you want to holler at him, if you're not happy, and think about this, I've sold like hold on. I like how we buried the fact that a certain homie said he saw a certain video that doesn't exist. Hey, I'm not getting involved with that. I don't know nothing about that. I do know that homie has busted out with some crazy stuff that you never would think would be in the hands of a normal civilian, like literal, like live links to active ATF meetings and shit like that. Like it's crazy. So I don't know. Maybe it does exist. Maybe it doesn't exist. I don't know. I'm not gonna put too much into that. But anyway, yeah, it'd be really important to me because after selling almost 400 jigs and not having one person that actually purchased a jig from me saying that my shit wasn't legit, the only people that are like, oh, it's a scam, never bought anything from me. So fuck off. People were like, oh, it's a new site. This site started on 8/21, right before the rule change, so it's a scam. Like, bro, really? How does that make you think that it's the reason that it doesn't look like this big, like gorgeous, like beautiful website is because I didn't even think that it would reach the general public. I literally only thought that I would be, selling jigs to, my viewers. I didn't think that it was going to reach the general public, and it did. I sell way more jigs to the actual general public than I do like to the viewers. Which is cool. Like I'm down. I will sell jigs to anybody, anyone, don't care, and I will send them anywhere. So just so you all know that. But anyway, moving along. If you guys could do that for me, it would mean a lot. And the dope thing is, yes, it's on Reddit. A few of them have been deleted, which kind of sucks because it's like DLD hardware is a scam, and then the thread is deleted, even though a bunch of people came in there and they're like, no, it's not a scam. I got mine in 3 days, and but they deleted it so it looks like it was a scam. Like if I was a consumer and I saw that, I would be mad, like suspect, like that it wasn't legit. Um, but anyway, guys, here we are at the end, and we're closing everything. A lot of people think they're tough online. That is very true. Most people have this wall of protection. They don't get out and touch grass. And I like to say, like, whatever happened to a good old fashioned fist fight? I was talking to some folks and on a stream, and I said that I got in a fist fight, and they were like, "Well, didn't you have your gun on you?" It's like, "Well, of course I had my gun on me." Well, why were you in a fist fight if you had a gun on you? What? You think that I'm like you need to match the force level, right? Like if I'm getting in a fist fight, I'm not gonna, use lethal force against ordinary force. You use ordinary force against ordinary force, right? If there was a lethal threat, I would have absolutely used lethal force against a lethal threat, but that's the purpose of carrying a handgun on you with a solid holster, with a solid gun belt, with, keep your gun in your waistband, keep your extra magazine in your waistband, keep your knife in your pocket. And if you have good, solid equipment, you can get in a fight, you can roll around, you can tussle, you can punch, you can wrestle, and your gun's not going to flop out of your pants. If you're wearing a sketchy A holster and you know what I mean? Like you're just, just, yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. So let's go ahead and close this out. So all of you guys know that we want to support companies like Goonbeam. We want to support companies like Tack Knives. If you use code DARK, you get 20% off. I heard that you can actually use code DARK on that link that I sent. And for why did I just hear a child outside? Isn't it like 1 o'clock in the morning? That's really trippy. I'm like tripping out right now that I just heard a child outside. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, right? No? I don't know. I'm tripping. Anyway, I just dropped the Goonbeam link again. I heard that if you use code DARK, you may be saving a little, slave coins there. So keep that in mind. And we want to support Goonbeam. We want to support Tack Knives. If you use code DARK on Tack Knives, you'll save money as well. If you guys are ever ordering anything off of PSA, Brownells, anything like that, I do have links for them. But I don't want to step on the toes of anyone else that has links to. I'm probably going to post them on DLD hardware coming up pretty soon. And I'm also going to be adding some stuff on DLD hardware. If you guys didn't see it, I added the PWEDC patches on DLD hardware as well. His smoke detector is broke, dude. I know. I'm sorry. Yeah, that was a great Dave Chappelle stand up right there. But anyway, I'm probably going to expand DLD hardware because I don't want to work anymore. I'm gonna choose to do what I want and to be able to make an impact on the community, and I want to do that full time. And that's all I want to do. I don't want to be a slave and be forced to do something else for other people that I don't want to do just to live in a world with the society that I don't agree with. And I think that's bullshit. And none of us should have to, man. Master a skill, create a business, do what you want, live the life that you want, get your time back. Our time is being stolen from us. We literally pay strangers thousands of dollars to take our children all day. It's crazy. I cannot understand this world, man. So I have run several businesses in the past, and I'm going to choose for DLD hardware to be my primary focus. And I can't do the way it is now. I can't do that, right? It's going to have to be DLD hardware and the channel, and that's what I want to do. Um, I just want to be able to do gun stuff, and I don't know. Maybe that means getting my FFL and doing some like dope ass custom guns or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. I just want to find a way to live life as fulfilling as possible. I don't want to work for everyone else to make money. I've made other companies and other people millions and millions and millions of dollars. And I don't want to do that anymore, right? I'd rather be able to find a way to contribute to the community, to do what I want. I want to do this channel, right? You guys know that I love this channel. I love this community. I love the whole gun community, our little circle of YouTubers and friends, and you know, it's it's what I want to do. And from now on, I'm only going to choose to do what I desire to do. That's funny. I used to have a paper route. I took easy widers around to all my friends. Easy widers, that's old school, bro. I started working from home for myself when my kid was 2, so I could spend the most time with him. It's so important, for sure, for sure. Working for yourself is the real American dream, no matter what you do. Facts. What about the prison community? I mean, the prison community is dope, I guess. I don't know about the prison community. Yeah, yeah. Even like saying like the gun community, we've talked about this before, right? It's like saying like the shovel community, right? Like that kind of thing. It's just a tool, right? But we get sucked into this like to this world, Anyway, let's go ahead and close it out, y'all. Support the companies that support us. Support 1776 Supply Co. Support the channels that support us, right? Like Serialists, right? Going and spending, $30 on a shirt, even though this little bowl of cereal or box of cereal seems to be like a little bit off center, it's supposed to be kind of on the left chest here. That's all right. It's probably my large, bulbous body that's throwing it off. The prison system is slave labor. Slavery is legal. 13th Amendment, 100%. Gerchop, if you're locked up, post your details so we can put some money on. I'll put money on your books, Gerchop. No lie. Swear to God. I know you probably don't want to dox yourself or whatever, but just mail it to my home address at 443. I'm just kidding. Anyway, let's go ahead and wrap it up, y'all. So I end every single stream the same exact way every single time. Okay. Which is rule number 1 is to be kind. Okay. It's so important that we are kind in everything that we do. Those people that think people like us, gun people, people that believe in true freedom, independence, and liberty are crazy, right-wing extremists and all that shit. If you were to be kind to somebody and you were to have an interaction with them where their heart is warmed, and then they were to find out that you were one of those people, they will be so confused and so shocked that they met somebody like you that was kind. They don't expect that. And you can change minds just by being kind. That little 2-second interaction you can have with somebody where you're kind could literally change their whole world, right? I'll tell you what, man. Yeah, it's just important that we're kind, okay? Rule number 2 is to live a life of compassion, contribution, give to others, contribute to others, bless others, and you become blessed. That's just the way that the world works, right? I will say this, though. I believe in the Bible, it says that when someone is being evil, or I forgot what the term is, I'll look it up. But when somebody is being evil or mean, being kind in response is like pouring hot coals down their back. It's always the better bet to be kind. God damn, fudge packing B. Hey, ADXR920, what's up, brother? But yes, when we bless others, we become blessed. A hand that's open to give is open to receive. Remember that. 3, we know that the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men skilled in violence. So make sure that you're becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be. Now, what this means is to, in a very disciplined, virtuous way, be skilled in violence, but only use it as means of self-preservation. That's what I mean by that. I want clarity on that. Don't announce your kind deeds, though. That's douchey. Yeah. Sometimes I do share some things, but it's to give like examples to you guys and also share experiences. A lot of like, what we discuss on this channel is just to share experiences, But yeah. Lastly, be safe, be dangerous, and keep that thing on you. Not this thing. Like, keep that thing on you. Matter of fact, keep 2 things on you, and some reloads, and a blade, and a flashlight, and some hot sauce. You never know what tool you're going to need. Keep a rifle in the whip, or a pistol that is chambered in a rifle caliber. Maybe one with a brace, because braces are so bad and evil. They're bad and evil. But for real, guys, I say those things because I believe those things, and I will always do my best to be that version of myself, because that's who I desire to be. That's who I choose to be. And I think that that's how we change the world, is by caring about each other, treating every person like their brothers and sisters, loving each other, and who knows, we may survive after all. I also think we're in a really bad place, so you may also want to get your water, food, and shelter and security tight. Your guns and your ammo, your food, and your protection. Here's what you do: you measure your windows, you get plyboard, you get 2x4s, you get a nail gun, you get the 6-inch deck nails and shit like that. Get them pre-cut, stash them in your garage, and if shit pops off, all you have to do is literally just run out, grab them, bring them in, chung 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 chung, right? Just prep, and you can pre-cut holes that are like plungers in a armored car to shoot out of, right? So that's one way to fortify your home. So when I say shelter, I also mean, actually fortifying your shelter as well. And that's basically it. Also, do some of the minor things to keep your home safe. Don't leave your door unlocked like my goofy ass. Anyway, look, I love all you guys so much. I'm so grateful for you guys that you guys would take the time to come and spend time with me. I am going to start posting short videos every day at 3 p.m. If you guys could do me a favor and come to my channel at 3 p.m. to check to see what short I posted, that will help push it to the shorts reel, which will help the algorithm, which will push more people over here. And who knows, we may be able to change more people's minds. So that's all I'm asking for. So let's support each other. If there's something I can do for y'all, let me know. You are going to see some dope guests coming up here in the future. Oh, snap. My bad. Hold on. Oh, my God. Dude, I was about to sign off, and I was like, let me check chat real quick. DLD After Dark, ADXR 920 gifted you memberships. Wow, bro. Thank you so much. Oh, my God. I am totally blown away. Dude, the fact that people do this is incredible. Mike McClune has done it. Wow. Anthony Smith, channel member. Bro. Dude, that's crazy, man. Let's see. Who else? Barton Fink. Hey, yo, ADXR 920, brother. Thank you so much. Oh my God, dude. Who else got it? So that's at the top of my chat right there. I'm on a different device. I can't go back as far. So Barton Fink got one. Who else? Anthony Smith got one. Dude, that's so cool. And the dopest thing is that it's just random. Like, it just goes out to random people. So that's cool, man. Man. Nate D, hey, hell yeah. I've got something good for the gay R15. That Dick and Balls vertical grip. Yes, that's so dope. Oh man, hell yeah, Nate D. That's awesome. Yeah, my chat's been messed up. And actually, so just so you guys know, the way that StreamYard and YouTube talk to each other, it doesn't show me like when channel members that have been channel members for a month do their free super chat. It doesn't show me, so like I can't see it. So if you guys could bring that to my attention, that would be awesome. Also, like my chat's been super messed up tonight. Like, it wasn't refreshing for a while, but it also doesn't tell me if somebody gifted memberships. So you guys telling me like that is like so important. Thank you, because I never want somebody to like contribute to me and not have me be able to take a moment to honor them, and that's super important. GD Bacon, what's up, brother? Thank you for joining us. Man, dude, ADXR 920, brother, you are the man. I'm so grateful for you guys, man. That's incredible. Um, Kurt 24, Nate D, GD Bacon, One Love D, DLD. Your last short was awesome. Okay, so Fire Rodder, funny thing, that was Flying Rich and I conspiring. Here's what I believe. So I believe if if a bunch of content creators got together and they all came up with a concept for like a YouTube short and they all posted a short with the same title and the same general stuff in the short, right? But the same short title all at the same time and just boom, all of them drop it at the same time. I think that that will kind of like fuel the algorithm, and I bet that like it will tell YouTube, oh, these things are trending, these things are viral, and it'll push those things. So I want to test that theory. Like if like me, Crump, Rich, 2EDU, like Tactical Turkeys, like if all these people, like if we all posted same day, same time, same title, boom, we'd probably like fuel like we'd push it to the shorts reel, which would fuel it and blah blah blah. Because I'm telling you, like when my shorts hit the reel, I get like 6,000 views in like that. If it's just chilling, then I get like 500 views, 1,000 views. It's crazy. Um, but like Rich, this dude was getting like 250,000 views on it. Shit is nuts. So it's crazy. But again, look, hey, I'm grateful for all of you guys. So here's what I'll do. Um, you were just trying to get canceled. Yeah. Yo, Chuck, I got to get back with you too, man. I literally have your shit. I just got to send it out. But I do have everything I need. So that's my bad. And I realized who the other person was too. It was, um, um, Judas Priest. So I need to take care of both of y'all. It's just a long story as far as like what happened there. The My wife has to retype all the channel member chats and pin them for me when I am live in StreamYard. Dude, I wish I had somebody that could help me do that, man. That'd be so dope. Um, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, so that store was under somebody else, and it's a long story. But look, love you too, brother. You're the best. Were you able to find anything out for me? Not yet. I'm waiting on a response. But I will have like everything when I get a response from that guy. That guy went camping this weekend, so he just doesn't have access to everything. But you know who that guy is, and that guy's camping. When he gets back from camping, he'll give me everything. So it'll probably go the whole weekend without knowing what's going on. But just keep your security tight, man. Doxing and threatening like that, man, that ain't cool, man. And shotguns are great home defense weapons. I'll just say that. Slugs are highly effective. There's just something very special about a 1 ounce, 70 millimeter projectile going 1,650 feet per second. Holy shizen. Um, anyway, I love all you guys so much. Like I said, rule number one is be kind. It's so important that we're kind in every single thing that we do. That 2 second interaction with somebody can have a massive impact on their life. Rule number two, live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others. When you bless others, you become blessed. A hand that's open to give is open to receive. Your life becomes full when you fill others up, right? Rule number three, the only way that we can defeat evil is with good men skilled in violence. So please make sure that you are becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be, and be safe, be dangerous, and keep that thing on you. I love y'all. Y'all be easy, take care, and be hopeful and be grateful. I didn't mean to be on the black pill side earlier. I agree with 280U with what he said. It is important that we have hope. It is important that we're grateful. And it's also, it's important for us, like for our health psychologically, to remain vigilant to your psychological health. And yeah, gratitude is the highest form of energy. So, keep that going. I love all y'all. Support the companies that support us. Use code DARK. Love y'all. Peace. Lastly, my apologies. When this video posts, this will be the last one. I didn't get to do it on the last one. If you post a comment on this live stream, this one, after it closes and posts, I'll give you double entries from posting on this stream. All right. So if there's 200 comments, there'll be 400 entries, and so on and so on. So I will be giving away another OTF switchblade with a Kydex holster and the whole shebang. OTF switchblade with a Kydex sheath rig holster, whatever, with a tech lock and a like a nylon sheath and a nice like box as well. The same one that Morningstar won. So after this post comments all over. If you post 10 comments, you get 20 entries. So do that, and I'll see y'all soon. I love y'all. Peace. Not this exact one. I'm just saying, but it's dope. It's just like it.